Hi there, welcome to Tarot Readings by Danika. Today's feature is a pick a card, where you'll see 3 different crystals or stones on top of a pre-shuffled deck. Take a brief moment to connect with the stone that intrigues your instinct. Take a deep breath in. Now release. Now, you can find the timestamp in the description box below. Hello group 1 and welcome to your pile. This is a beautiful chunk of Moonstone. So I could tell right off the bat, if you chose this pile, it's because you are in need of healing. You're needing to work a little more on your optimism. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay out all the cards and we'll go ahead and take a look and see what energy we're messing with here. So first we have Ace of Water, Ten of Fire, and Unity. Okay, followed by your business and success card, Anxiety. We have home and environment, things that you would need to work on, or things that are just needing your attention at home and in the environment. And then here we have your inner source. So just, you know, your guides, your inner knowing, the inner knowing of what you need to do. And then we have a relationship advice card and the Moonology. The Moonology deck here will serve as a yes or no for a question that you might have. And I'm going to move this over here. And so, yeah. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and start interpreting here. Okay, so right off the bat up here, we have the Ace of Water, Ten of Fire, and Unity. This could signify a need to work on a relationship or a friendship or some kind of relationship in general. It doesn't have to be romantic. You take it as you feel, as it resonates. So the Ace of Water says falling in love or the resurgence of a relationship, spiritual growth and enhanced intuition, a new home. So this could mean that you might get an opportunity to work with somebody, to work on something that's been bothering you. It's just an opportunity that will be presenting itself in regards to needing to work on something. So here we have the Ten of Fire. To me, immediately the vibe that I get with this card is burden. Dealing with a burden, and it can be within a family unit, okay? Or even at work when you're taking on too much without asking for help or people refusing to help you. In regards to this over here, the Ace of Water, it could represent somebody offering you help. Are you going to take it? Are you allowing yourself to be helped? Ask yourself that, okay? Now, let me see. It says here, too much work, accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related health concerns. Okay, guys, so if you have been putting off maybe even going to checkups, going to the doctor, this might be a really good indication that it is time to do that, okay? So moving on to Unity. Unity here, it can represent marriage. It can represent like joining of forces, okay? It does not have to be a romantic type of translation, but it does say traditional viewpoints or methods, spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. So I think what is going to end up happening here is you're going to alleviate this burden, this need for help here, because these two cards over here, the Ace of Water and Unity, they are basically saying that something's gonna give. You are gonna end up getting that help. Are you going to take it? Are you going to be able to see what the help will look like. Okay? So sometimes it's okay to step out of that traditional way of what help looks like, or even asking for help. Like, you can step out of what that would look like and don't miss the opportunities, because they might not present themselves in a traditional way of what you think that help would be. Okay? Or what that unity, that this time of coming together would look like. Okay? Now we're going to move on to these other topics. So here we have anxiety in your work sector. So again, guys, coming back over here, it's kind of giving me this sense that majority of your anxiety is coming from work, is coming from asking for help and not receiving it in the way that you think that you need. Like, that's something you need to reevaluate here, because here we have like this Buddha looking face and calm and at ease, but yet this fierce tiger is, in its mind. So there needs to be some kind of balance in your thoughts. Are you allowing your thoughts to control you? Are you reacting because of those thoughts? Or like, what are you doing here what can you do to help alleviate this anxiety? And more than likely, it's going to come down to communicating, asking for help, asking for at least somebody to sit down and listen to you, just to listen, just to vent. So coming over here to the next section here, we have for home and your environment, right? So these are the things that they're advising you to do, or that they're acknowledging, right? So here we have sustainability and doing better. So in your home, in your environment, what are you doing to create sustainability, to create ease, to create a happy, healthy home? What are you doing? Are you eating right? Are you eating healthy? Are you and your partner, because there's a man and a woman here, a couple, and they're shopping for these groceries and everything's like in order, and they're looking into it. So are you and your family, are you guys engaging in sustainability practices? Are you being mindful about the things that you are consuming? And if you're not, this will be the opportunity. You will be having opportunities as a family, because remember, we have unity up here. And we have offers coming up and asking for help. So maybe here you're going to sit down with your family and friends or whatever to help you sustain a better way of living, a healthier way of living, consuming, maintaining your home. Okay. So remember, we also have this card here. So it says doing better. So every day, every morning that you wake up and you take one baby step, at least one step a day, one good thing a day that will put you into this direction of happiness and health, like, that's success in the right way. So I see here that if you actually ask for help, and if you sit down with your family and you guys start, making this an important thing in your life, then you're going to have growth. You're going to grow, because right here we have a green blanket. So this is growth, followed by the white purity. And then he's wearing this person here, he's wearing a blue shirt. So he's communicating from his heart and from his throat chakra. He's coming from a really good place here. So, and above him and beside him, there are sunflowers. Sunflowers indicate happiness. They indicate like you're on the right track. You are being blessed. You're given the opportunities if you follow the advice. Okay. So moving on. So this is our inner source right here. We have the goddess card of Ishtar. She is, she's basically mirroring unity. So right here we have communion. So communion is coming together. Like you coming together with your people at work, coming together with people in your home and in your environment. And communion can also mean, are you communicating and coming together with your spirit, with the things that you are getting from from spirits, like your blessings, and like, are you receiving? Are you able to receive your communion? Okay, so that's just something to think about, because this could definitely relate to a relationship. Because on the next card here, we have reconciliation. Reconciliation, it says someone from your past is returning to your life. This tells me there is a wound. There is healing that needs to be done, unfinished business. So when I see communion here, when I see family, like a family dynamic here that needs to be worked on, and unity up here, and a burden, and I mean, this is going to be a really good time to heal. Plus, remember, you got the Moonstone. You were attracted to the Moonstone, so there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, whether it be within your family, whether it be with friends or at work. And it's all you just have to speak up. You're gonna have to ask and say, hey, you know what, this is too much for me, I can't, and come together with a different approach, okay? So now we move on to the last card here, and this is, you know, if you had given yourself a moment to ask yourself a question for this deck, it says the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Again, guys, this is a strong indicator that communication is key, because Gemini is a communication planet. It's a communication zodiac. And then you have like the Gemini here, so you have the twins and they're girls, and it could definitely be a relationship between two females, you or another female, and so on and so forth. So it could be something that you're going to need to communicate, you know, with that kind of idea. So the full moon in Gemini, the next full moon that we have coming up is in Taurus. So I would say the next one in line would be full moon in Gemini. So give it about 2 months, just about 2 months to find your answer, okay? But again, guys, communication within your relationships, communication with your spirit, communication in regards to your home, and sustainability. This is actually really concerning for me, because are you engaging in sustainability practices? Are you being happy and healthy in your home? And if so, and if you're working on that, things are getting better. Things will get better, because we have that symbol of growth here and happiness. So aside from that, we're backtracking here to the work. We have a lot of anxiety when it comes to work, just maybe even wanting to leave work, wanting to just drop it. You're considering all those alternatives, but again, guys, when it comes down to it, you have to communicate, okay, guys? But aside from that, I hope that you liked this reading, and I would hope to see my likes, my shares, and my subscription. Okay, guys? All right. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is Adventurine. So if you chose this beautiful stone, it is more than likely that you are missing opportunities for luck, for good luck, okay? Alrighty, so I'm gonna put this right here, and we're gonna go ahead and start showing all the cards here. So we have the Page of Water, the Knight of Water, ooh, okay, and the Moon. Oh my gosh, this is very much psychic. This is very intuitive. Alrighty, so I love this energy that you all have. And then we're going to be looking at work and business. So we have Walk Without Feet, and then we have Home. So for you guys, we have 2 cards for home and your environment. So here we have Fall and Man. Okay, and then we're going to look into Inner Source. So this means your inner wisdom, you know, things that you should already have confidence in and know how to resolve any issues with. And then you have a relationship advice card with attraction, and we have the Moonology card here. It says, look at the bigger picture. Alrighty, guys, so if you chose this, I automatically feel the sense of like you know that you are very intuitive, you are very attractive. Right now in this energy and this vibe, it's like you're getting what you want, you're very much successful, or you're coming into that vibe, you're coming into that emotional state of success. Okay, so let's take a look here. So we have Page of Water, Knight of Water, and the Moon. So the Page of Water, it highlights the fact that it's intuitive, it's sensitive, artistic, and friendly. It says, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So right off the bat, I definitely feel that, you know, this is just going to be a very emotional time. And it not emotional as in like crying and, you know, like sadness or anything like that. Although it could also be, but I think that you're in this mind space of balance. Like, you know that we're coming into this energy of letting go, and you're accepting the fact that you need to let go of certain things, certain ideas, certain people. And to me, that's what the Page of Water is representing for me, is just that acknowledgement that certain relationships can flourish and some can die, and you're sensitive to that, and you're allowing that, you're accepting. Okay, followed by the Knight of Water. So here we have emotional, romantic, enthusiastic energy, and just a lot in thought. Okay, so it says here, falling in love or wedding proposals, the need to balance emotion, an invitation to a social event. So I did speak of balance in this other card over here, but I do see that these overall energies here, they are representing like your inner knowing, that you know, that you already know, that you have mastered this this time in your life where you can feel what you feel, and you can understand it from its core. You can understand things that have happened in your life, and you're just not judgmental, you're accepting, and you're moving forward. Okay, so the Moon over here on the other hand, it says important psychic insights. You see, events behind the scenes release fears that hold you back. So releasing fears that hold you back with this energy here, this very intuitive psychic energy that we have overall, you are not holding on to any fears. You have learned to go with the flow, to make a splash when you can, and then to come back to yourself when you need to. So you've mastered that sense of balance. Okay, you're not letting fears hold you back, fears of any kind. So now we're going to move on to the success in business. So with all of this awesome emotional and psychic insight that you have during this time, you are being advised to walk without feet. So that means to soar, to fly, to move forward swiftly and confidently. Confidence. It's asking for confidence. It's advising you to move in business in confidence. You make a decision, you are a person of integrity, of your word, and you move forward and do it. Okay? So aside from that, I see business flourishing. I see business doing well. Let's move on. Okay? Good job, guys. So next, we have the energies here of home and your environment. Okay? So we have a tree that's dying, and then here we have a man, you know, embracing himself, and you see an image here of his heart and growth. Okay? So to me, in home and, you know, and in your environment, let things go. So this fall card right here, you see winds coming in, blowing away these dead leaves. So, excuse me. So the wind represents change, the winds of change. Your home needs to change. There is something in your home that is no longer serving you, that's no longer you're benefiting from. Release it, change it, get rid of it, toss it out. So with that being said, followed by this man here, it could symbolize maybe like getting rid of this sense of fear to fall in love with a man, or vice versa. It could also be a woman if you're a man watching this, or a man with man, whatever, I don't care. But anyway, you get the idea. So here we have, you know, the winds of change bringing in this new relationship. So maybe this can be falling in love. This could mean rekindling a spark within a relationship, letting away these old expectations, these old ways of thinking. You know, you're letting yourself fall in love again, which is beautiful. So allow that growth and happiness into your home, into your life, into your environment. Growth, let it come in, and let the things that need to be released, fuck it, release it, let it go. Okay? Alrighty, so then here we're going to come back to inner source. So that means your inner knowing. We have Saraswati. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. But yes, so here we have mastery. She is confident in everything that she does. She has mastered a skill, and she is bright and glowing, and she's showing it off. That is perhaps something that you need to do. Perhaps you do need to, you know, boast on your success at work. Boast about your success in a relationship. Or you could even speak about the emotional part of letting go in a relationship, or letting go of things that no longer serve you, that you've actually mastered that and you're no longer holding on to fear. Okay? This mastery card tells me that you are moving forward. You're letting go of things that no longer served you, and that skill in itself is very powerful. You are the master of your own life and destiny. Okay? So now we're going to move on to the relationship advice. You have attraction. So here we observe a woman gracefully smelling, taking the time to smell the roses. And that makes her beautiful. That her taking her time, her being mindful and taking the time to just smell and use her senses to be in the moment makes her attractive. So this can be an indication that you are very attractive right now. You are glowing. You are doing all the right things to feel beautiful. And it doesn't have to be attraction for others. It could be just that you're finding attraction to yourself. Like you're giving yourself self-care, and in doing so, your partner, or even if you're single, you are attracting the right kind of people. Okay? Even if it's not right now at this very moment, it can be an energy that you're going to be carrying in for the next few weeks. Okay? So the last card that we have here is full moon in Sagittarius. So this moon in itself is very powerful. It's very fiery. It's very intense and focused kind of energy, but it's also grounded. So it's asking you to look at the bigger picture, to step away from your focus of whatever it is that you ask for. Like, just step back and look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture here of your situation that you're asking about, and ask yourself the questions that you need to get that answer. Okay? So aside from that, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I look forward to hearing in the comments what you thought about this. If any of this resonated with you, please let me know in the comments below. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Hi everybody. All right, so welcome back. And this is the pile of the Hag Stone. So here we go. Here's what a Hag Stone looks like. So this right off the bat tells me that you are a person that is divinely protected. You are somewhat of a magical person, or you have very magical beliefs, very metaphysical in your day-to-day. But yes, here we go. We're going to put this to the side here. So we're going to go ahead and start off. You're going to see all the cards. So here we have the Emperor, Archangel Michael. There you go. That's a protection card there. The Knight of Earth, and then the Four of Earth. So don't worry if it's like out of the screen, because I will show close-ups. But aside from that, we're gonna move on to work, your work life and success. And for you guys, you all got 2 cards of work and success. So we'll go ahead and interpret that, followed by your home and environment. So moving on to your inner source, which is like your inner guidance, just advice there. And then we have relationship. Your relationship advice. We have chemistry and religious factors when it comes to a relationship situation here. And the final card is a yes or no question that you might have had. We'll get to that in a bit. So overall, you guys you all have a very mystical kind of energy around you. Here on the very top, we have the Emperor, Knight of Earth, and Four of Earth. And right off the bat, when I talked about the protective energy of the Hag Stone, Archangel Michael came up. So Archangel Michael is a very protective, very, very powerful archangel leader. So his energy consists of organization and logic, structure and discipline, leadership. So followed by the Knight of Earth, you have the energy of loyalty, dedication, honor, and kindness. So it says, time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. Again, guys, you have this sense of protection on you. So we have the Hag Stone energy here. We have Archangel Michael coming up, and you have a guardian angel. So another thing that I did want to mention with the Hag Stone is that this is a stone of the Fae, the fairies. So here on the Four of Earth, we have a fairy. We have 2 fairies here actually. And more than likely, you're probably aware or unaware that you are being called to work with your fairies. Look up information on it, start connecting with your nature spirits. More than likely, horses are another animal that you connect with. But yes, you are being called to work with the fairies. You definitely have that that earthy vibe. You're very much nature oriented, in that you might have a green thumb, or you might experience these supernatural events that you kind of don't know why they happen, but you know it's something. Aside from that, the Four of Earth, it says being too frivolous or too cautious with giving money, good business decisions, and giving to those less fortunate. So overall, I see that you're very protective. That there's something that you're guarding, and it can be a relationship, it can be you, it can be perhaps just your assets, you know, protecting and investing in the things that you really care about. I see that here, and it's beautiful. So moving on to the work, your work, business, success, right? So this is really interesting that we see the card of the mistake. So here you see a man looking at his shadow, and the shadow seems like if it's gonna stab. It looks like it's holding a knife and it's like reaching out for something. So it looks like in work situations, you might have, you know, have felt guilty about a mistake that you did, or you're holding that as a main focus and you're just not able to step out of that, to turn away and be like, no, like my mistake is my mistake, and it made me learn. So what's interesting is that you have the card of enlightenment. The enlightenment card tells me that you have learned your lesson overall. The enlightenment card next to the mistake here tells me that you learn from your mistake. You understand the core issues here to enlighten yourself and to move on and to grow. This tells me that you've grown a lot and you've taken responsibility for a lot of the things that you have done. So, and another thing to remember, just because you failed at something, you made a mistake with something, doesn't mean that that's bad. Because remember, if you're not failing, are you really doing everything that you can to improve? So just think about it that way, okay? So, and it looks like you have. It looks like you've grown a lot. You're able to see things for what they are at work, and you're able to move forward. And it looks like with work, you're learning to balance that, the stresses and the mistakes that you've made. You've learned to balance it and grow, and people are noticing that, okay? All right, so we're gonna move over to your home and your environment, okay? So here we have the card of heat. So this is an extremely beautiful card. It is advising that despite all of this, that you come back to center. This woman here, she is sitting on the grass, allowing the sun to shine upon her, warming her skin up. She's so calm, cool, collected, grounding, putting her hand in the grass. And she's so calm in the fact that she doesn't realize that there is a lizard on her shoulder. The lizard would only come if she was still. So it's recommending stillness, meditation, a calm sense of, it's just recommending calmness and meditation. So I do also see here the sunflowers. The sunflowers represent happiness. This can be the ultimate thing that you can do when life at home is chaotic. It's to come back, ground, make your home beautiful. Bring in some sunflowers to remind you that good days can come, and if you just sit in that good energy now, you can have it. Okay? So this can definitely mean that stillness is required in your home and in your environment. Perhaps things are too chaotic, and perhaps this is what you need to come back to nature, to nurture yourself. And again, guys, up here we have like these cards that are representing nature, are representing protection. So if any of this resonates with you, let me know in the comments, okay? But following, we have the inner source knowledge. We have Bridget. She is telling you that all of this, things at home, things at work, if you embrace that inner spark, that creative spark, if you have those ideas, do it. Because even if you do make a mistake, you're learning. So allow yourself to create, allow yourself to be happy in nature, okay? Allow yourself to go with the flow and release, and that is something that you already know. So let's go ahead and move into that creative spark energy, okay? Now, following chemistry and religious factors here, we have these two relationship cards. So chemistry, it says there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So we see this couple here sitting together. She's very passionate. He's communicating that he cares and that he honors her. There's a mix going on here, and It's working. It's saying that you guys are attracted to each other. You're attracted to this person. However, there are differences in beliefs. There are differences in the core values of your life, and it's okay. It is definitely okay. Okay, so it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So remember, there's also a difference between spirituality and religion, right? So yes, you have that chemistry, you're attracted to each other, and it's awesome, but don't let spirituality and religion, don't let that be the center point of why you are or are you not together. Okay? Come back to yourself, and in this right here, in this chaos that we see here, or not chaos, like the potential for chaos in home, perhaps if you sit down and the both of y'all relax and just be in the moment and be together, you will find your answer. You will find that it's not that big of a deal. Okay? So, moving forward to the last card, the last energy is the new moon. A new start is coming. So, guys, this weekend we have a new moon. If you were asking something in particular, you will start seeing results by this new moon. Alrighty, guys, I'm so excited. Thank you for taking your time to watch and hear. And I definitely look back to hearing your feedback on what you thought about the cards, the layouts, if you thought the cards were beautiful, because I sure do think they are. But aside from that, I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I look forward to hearing back from you all in the comments below. Bye, guys.